When we first started Hoss Tools and brought you the Hoss single wheel hoe, one of the first attachments that we brought out was the sweeps. The sweeps by all means is the most versatile attachment we've ever made. And what we did is we looked at the old Planet Junior that had been made for years, and we looked at that design and we knew it was a proven design, so we made an exact replica of those old Planet Junior sweeps. Castings all the way down to the parts number. Now these right here will fit the Hoss Wheel Hoe or the old Planet Junior wheel hoe, and they work great. But after a period of time we had trouble sourcing the castings in the USA, and plus we had some quality issues. So we redesigned them and we went with a different design that's even more versatile than the old ones are. And when you get these, you look at them, you can tell the bend is different. They're not exactly the same. We sell them in pairs, but the bends are different on each one. And the reason for that is when you hook it onto your wheel hoe, see the sharp edges here. If you put them on the outside, they are adjustable this way, or if you put them on the inside, and here's where the different bend comes in at, they will overlap. So you can adjust the width that you're cultivating. And that's the reason for the difference in the bend there. These are powder coated, they're laser cut, they're bent on a press brake, and we sharpen them with a real good edge there with a CNC milling machine. They're really sharp. This is a carbon steel, so it's easy to sharpen, but it will rust, and that's the reason we powder coat them. And sometimes I recommend people, if you're not using them, to take some mineral oil or something like that to keep white on that edge here, and it keeps the rust off of them. But by all means, the sweeps has been one of the most versatile tools we've ever sold. I'm going to show you the different setups you can use for the sweeps. I got the sweep set up on the inside position where they're facing inside one another. And the way I got them set up now, I think I'm covering about an 11-inch swath. You can set them up, if you go with the different hole spacings there, to about 13 inches. And if you're planting stuff that's on a real narrow row spacing, like carrots or some type of greens, things like that, that's real intensive, this is a great position to use because you can adjust them in to accommodate your row spacing. So I got them right there, and I'm going to show you how they move in. Now they're flipped up here with a different angle so that they disturb that soil there and throw those weeds up so they don't take root again. But if I move them in right there, you can see they overlap, the blades overlap one another. And I could come in like that right there. I could even change the hole spacers right here and come in even more than that. So at that right there, we're at about 9.5 inches. And I think you could probably get down to about 6 or 7 inches pretty easy there if you changed your hole right there and moved them in. We got the sweeps in the outside position now with the points pointed outwards. And this is great because you can cultivate right next to that plant out here and get all the weeds all the way up to it. You have to be careful, you'll actually cut that plant, but you can reach out there and get real close. We got it set up on the double wheel, and each one of these blades is about 7 inches long, and this is, again, is adjustable. And I use this right here when I straddle a row to cultivate on both sides. As my plant gets bigger, I move it out. You could also move it in, so if you got real small plants, you can move these together to accommodate that, or as the plant gets bigger, just simply loosen your nuts and spread it out right there. They're all the way out right now. If we want to go any further out, we have to use the spreader bar, and we'll show you how to do that. This is one of the setups you can do, and believe me, I've tried a lot of different ones. But even I sometimes have a customer send in a configuration that he's done that I've not seen before. So the possibilities are endless of what you can do with the spreader bars and these sweeps. Now here we have the sweeps in the inside position, but we're using a spreader bar, and we've moved them out a little bit further, and we got 2 cultivator teeth here in the middle to catch that gap. Now you could also close these down, take one of these away and put it in the middle there, and adjust the width for whatever suits you. A lot of times we have customers call in and wanting something that they can cultivate and not walk on where they're cultivating, whether it's a path or whatever. And this is ideal for that. We have got the sweeps set off to one side, and your handles would go right here, so you would actually be cultivating off to one side. Now, you could simply add a spreader bar and put 2 more sweeps on the other side and cultivate on both sides. You could use the double wheel hoe and straddle the row, your crop in the middle of here. There's lots of different setups you could do there. So if you grow a lot of different type crops, these sweeps are going to be one of your most versatile tools to change to accommodate those particular crops, whether it be offset, or you got a wide row, or you got a small row. You can adjust them to fit whatever. Now the sweeps are designed for shallow, small weed cultivation. If you got pigweed this high, you want to use something different. If you got small weeds in your garden that you want to keep really clean, these sweeps are designed where they got very little friction, they got a sharp edge, and they go through there and they cut those weeds right off. So there you have it, Hoss tools helping you grow your own food.